Bernice Okoro was born into the warm embrace of a modest but close-knit family in Festac Town, Lagos. As the first child, she was the pride of her parents. Her mother, Mrs. Okoro, was a well-read English literature teacher at a government school. Her father, Mr. Okoro, an upright accountant, valued discipline and hard work. Their home, though small, echoed with laughter and love. Bernice had 5 younger siblings, including the identical twins, Mary and Martha, who were known for their matching ribbons and endless chatter. Their daily routine was full of bonding moments, morning devotions, shared chores, storytelling at dinner, and family games every Sunday afternoon. Bernice, being the eldest, was everyone's mini mother. She fetched water from the neighborhood tap, tutored Mary in fractions, braided Martha's hair for school, and helped the boys with their homework. Her father often called her my little star and would take her on evening walks, during which they would talk about their dreams and schools and life. On their 12th birthday, her father surprised her with a trip to Elegushi Beach. Wearing a yellow sundress and pink sandals, she danced on the wet sand as the waves rolled in. As the sun dipped low, her father said, "Bernice, life can be wild like these waves, but you are born to float. Don't let the water pull you under." That moment never left her. It stayed tucked away in her heart. The changes began to slowly in senior secondary school. Bernice started craving a new kind of attention. She met Tina, a confident, bold, and always at the center of attention. Tina's group was everything Bernice thought was cool. They skipped school to hang in malls, wore makeup against school rules, and listened to loud music after classes. Tina became her best friend and biggest influence. Soon, Bernice began lying to her parents. She would say she was going to choir rehearsal when she was actually heading to a house party. Her phone was full of secrets. Her grades started slipping. And the once bright little girl her teachers adored became a shadow. One rainy day, she returned home late, soaked in and reeking of alcohol. Her father was waiting in the sitting room. The disappointment in his eyes made her flinch. "Where have you been?" he asked. "With friends," she muttered. "You have changed," he said quietly. "This isn't you." But she looked away. Her relationship with her family began to crumble. She was suspended after being caught sneaking out of the school compound. Her mother wept silently that evening, holding Martha, who kept asking, "Will Bernice ever be fun again?" It was at one of these Tina's parties that she met Emeka, tall, rich, and sweet-tongued. He was in his late 20s, drove a red Toyota Corolla, and had an aura that commanded attention. Emeka swept Bernice off her feet. He bought her gifts, took her out, and whispered sweet promises of life away from her boring family. And she didn't need school. She needed him. She believed him, and that belief cost her everything. She began stealing away from home, her father's drawer, her mother's purse, and the evening church offering bowl. She gave Emeka money without question, and then she hesitated. It would guilt trip her. "If you love me, help me." One evening, Mr. Okoro searched for his rent envelope. It was gone. He turned to Bernice. She didn't deny it, but she didn't confess either. That night, Mary asked if she could register for WAEC. Bernice cried herself to sleep. The final straw came when Emeka asked her to steal her father's ATM card and empty the account. In a haze of misplaced love, she did. It didn't take long before Emeka's charm faded. He became possessive and paranoid. He checked her phone and accused her of cheating, and once slapped her because she smiled at a waiter. "I'm sorry," he said the next day. "I just love you too much." But the slaps became punches, and too much apologies became manipulations. He isolated her from her family. She wasn't allowed to visit home or attend church. Then came the pregnancy. She told him, he sneered at, "That's your problem." He abandoned her. She hid it from everyone, wearing oversized clothes and faking smiles. She fainted in the bathroom. Her mother found her in the and rushed her to the hospital. She had miscarried. In her hospital bed, she saw her father's eyes filled with tears. "Why didn't you come home?" he whispered. "I thought I was too broken," she replied. "You'll never be too broken for us." The days after were the hardest. She couldn't look anyone in the eyes, but her family didn't push her. Her mother cooked her favorite meals. Mary and Martha made her laugh again. Her parents enrolled her in a women healing center, led by Auntie Joke, a firm but kind woman with warmth, laugh, and wise words. "You are not your mistakes," she often said. Bernice learned to sew, bake, and care for herself. She listened to stories from other girls. She wept with them, then began to heal. One evening, she wrote herself a letter. "Dear me, I chased shadows and lost myself, but I am still here. I choose light." She read it aloud. Auntie Joke clapped. That day, something inside Bernice shifted. Months passed. One day, she bumped into Emeka at the market. He was thinner, desperate, and selling second-hand phones. "You look good," he said. "I feel good," she replied. "Want to talk?" "I have nothing to say to you." He tried to hold her wrist. She stepped back. "That Bernice is gone. This one, she's unstoppable." She walked away, her heart pounding, not in fear, but in victory. She returned home with a new heart. She taught her siblings again, joined her mother in selling chin-chin, and started tutoring children. Her father began journaling again. One night, she found an entry. "Bernice sang today." In her own voice, she added her own line. "The sun is rising in me again." She joined the community initiative and started sharing her story at schools. She became a beacon of hope to those who were lost. With savings and donations, she opened a house of second chances, a haven for young girls. There, they learned new skills, self-love, and hope. She invited guest speakers, arranged the therapies, and organized classes. Her father taught accounting. Her mother taught etiquette. Mary and Martha volunteered on weekends. At the first graduation, a girl named Kemi whispered, "I was going to end it all until I met Auntie Bernice." Bernice wept and hugged her tightly. Tina returned unexpectedly. Bernice spotted her at a bus stop, looking frail and lost. They shared a meal. "I ruined everything," Tina confessed. "We all stumble," Bernice said, "but we can rise." They embraced, sobbing quietly. Later, Bernice discovered that Tina was being haunted by a loan shark. She helped her pay off her debt and offered her a job at the center. Tina found her footing again. On a quiet evening, Bernice stood in the hallway of the balcony in her family home. Her siblings giggled downstairs with the scent of jollof rice filled the air. Mary hugged her from behind. "You are still Daddy's star," she said. Bernice smiled. "I just had to find my sky." In her journal, she wrote, "To every girl who thought she was gone too far, you are not lost. You are on a journey, and redemption is waiting just ahead." The end.